sheet protectors, that's a great idea, because my pages are getting all,
Yeah, the sheet protectors, yeah.
yeah, good idea.
Especially when you have cream and stuff on your hands, it's just nice to have sheet protectors. I put all my charts in sheet protectors too. Okay, so the digestive system, I'm reading in the book, right? Stomach reflex, located on the left foot. This is the bulk of the upper quadrant of the instep. So this is the instep, right in here. And this is the bulk of the upper quadrant. You can actually feel there's like a ball in here, and I am moving my thumb around it. Now, if the person weighs 350 pounds, this is probably going to be a larger area. It's the stomach reflex, okay? And it's found right in there. And then, using your right foot and the drawing that we made over here for the liver, that's the stomach and the duodenum. And this is the duodenum. And you can feel a lump right in here. Can you see that? That's the duodenum. There's a lump in there. There's a lump in there, and that's the whole stomach. Okay? Stomach duodenal reflex. It's considered a C shape. Then we come to the small intestines, and I'm going to show you something on Michaela's foot right here. Okay? We're coming from the stomach now, right? And we're going to stay below the spleen. And there is a whole little white box, if you will, that is right in here. Do you see that little white box? All right in here. This whole little area. This is all small intestine. It does not come over to here. This is something else. Okay? So, on the right foot, the same thing I can do because of the duodenum. We're going to take this whole white little square in here, in here, in here, all of this white little square right in here. It's all small intestine. And if you look at the chart, you'll see it weaves back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. There are many, many, many feet of small intestine within the body. So this is the area that you're going to manipulate for the small intestine. This says located in the lower halves of both insteps. Use both thumbs to thumb walk both lateral and medial, right? Move to the right foot to repeat, okay? Because from here, when you end the small intestine, what joins the small and large intestine? The ileocecal valve. That's correct. Mm-hmm. Right there. And from there, we're going to come up.
Ascending.
The ascending colon reflex point. We're going to stay within range of the stomach. For the transverse is going this way. Transverse is going this way. We pass right by the duodenum. We come back to the stomach on this one, continuing with the transverse, and then finally we're going to go down. See here? This big fat area is the descending colon. And then we do sigmoid colon, and we're going to go right out the rectal reflexes. Like this.
On the back.
Uh-huh. Now, I'm going to show you. Ileocecal, I think we did everything. Ascending colon, transverse colon. See, transverse. Yep. Transverse. Very good. Transverse. You can draw it on some people if you want. Transverse could be a little lower. Here, here, here. We'll feel it. We'll feel it. It's definitely below the spleen, right? Continue on the left foot. Yep. And we go down the descending, right? We come up here. Ileocecal valve right there. Joins the small and the large. and out the rectal reflexes. Ta-da!
All done.
Somebody could set that on the table for me? My table? Good. Okay? So Moogie's gonna videotape everything I'm doing, so don't worry, right? We're just gonna do the second part now. I'm gonna do it with no cream, right?
Yeah.
So, I feel in here, this is the lump, this is the stomach. So I'm just gonna manipulate the stomach reflex like this. Right? Just like that big lump right in there. Right in there. So I come to the outside of the lump, I come walk the lump like this. Now I'm gonna continue. The stomach leads to the duodenum. We learned that this morning. It's a C shape. I'm using 2 thumbs to come around and form the letter C around this lump, representing the stomach, right? The duodenum. And then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna walk the small intestine. I'm gonna go one way this way, one way this way, one way this way, one way this way, one way this way. Just cover the whole area. Again, small intestine. I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna start way up here again. Small intestine, small intestine, 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 intestine. And then I come to the ileocecal valve, and I am using my left thumb because I'm going to stimulate that ileocecal valve, and then I'm going to thumb walk up the ascending colon, and I'm going to come back down, and I'm going to walk up the ascending 3 times, just like that. And now all I'm going to do is turn my thumb, and I'm going to walk the transverse. I'm coming across the transverse colon, just like that. I'm going to do it 3 times, come across the transverse colon, right to the duodenum, and again, come across the transverse. Now, I'm going to continue with the transverse. Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
Just one moment,
Uh-oh.
please.
It's going to it's
Wait,
recorded.
Zoom.
I'll teach us shit.
that one.
Oh.
All the people disappeared. We will plan.
Just one moment, please. We'll get you. Here we are. Here I am. Did I scare you? All right. So I'm continuing with the transverse on the left foot 3 times. And this time I'm going to use my right thumb and I'm going to walk down the descending colon like this 3 times. You're going to feel congestion in here, lumps and bumps. Can feel a lot of stuff going on. And then sigmoid colon, walk. This is right above the heel. You see that? Mm-hmm. And then I bring my hand up and over and maybe use both thumbs to really finish the rectal anal reflexes. Out it goes. Mm-hmm. And I come back to finish the rectal reflexes on the right foot, just like that. And then I simply heel and flush. Good? Mm-hmm. All right.
Oh, God.
Why don't we give this a shot? Do the same thing. Moogie, sit down.